Here we have for sale our 2018 on an 18 plate Vauxhall Vivaro. This is the 2900 model, meaning that this one has got a 2.9 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 1.6 litre CDTI diesel bi-turbo 125 brake horsepower engine. This is the Sportive model, which is the spec, and it is a long wheelbase or L2 panel van. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Vauxhall Vivaro Sportive of this age. We'll also talk you through in detail the condition of this particular example, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. We'll also talk you through the service history and previous ownership of this vehicle as well during this video. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. Barn doors are two doors which open in that sort of fashion. On a Sportive you do get rear parking sensors, and you can see they're nicely integrated into the rear bumper there, which is very, very nice. On a Sportive you do get a number of elements which come colour coded. That includes things like this little bit of bumper trim just here, the front bumper and also the wing mirror caps. They leave, of course, the rear bumper uncolour coded on this particular model, because this is of course such a high traffic area for items coming in and out of the cargo area. I can just see here a tiny little pin dent just down here. You can just see that there in the reflection of the cladding on the side of the building just there. But otherwise looking very, very nice. In my eyes, there is a sign of a previous repair in this sort of area. There's a slight, I say very minor, but there is a slight sort of ripple in this area. But as I say, it looks to be done of a high standard. I mean, certainly the vehicle is all HPI clear, not registered or anything like that. But as I say, I do think there may be a previous repair in that area from what I can see. Opening up the rear barn doors then, having a look at the load space. Now, one thing I must mention while having a look at the load space here, we've had lots of vehicles off this same company. That's a very local company to ourselves, actually on this same estate as us, and they fit blinds, house blinds. So this vehicle has had a very, very easy life up to now, because as I say, all this has been doing is going out and installing blinds in people's houses. So very, very light work. A lot of sort of motorway miles up and down the motorway, hence the mileage of the vehicle, but always impeccably well maintained and one owner from new, and very light work indeed. And you can really see that when you start to have a look in the back of here. Lovely exposed metalwork areas, looking really, really clean and tidy. The ply lining is used, and we've left it this way just to demonstrate that. And as I say, anyone familiar with vans will just know that this is a very genuine sort of load space. And what I mean by that is it's worn, but in a very light way. Looking at the other door then, again, same situation there in really nice condition. You can also see the condition of the bulkhead. Again, a real telltale sign if a vehicle has had a hard or easy life. And you can see there, it's very much free from dents, looking really, really clean and tidy. We've also got the load through hatch down there as well, and I'll show you how that works a bit later on in the video. A couple of load lights in here. There's one at the back and one in the middle as well. And the company has installed a little fire extinguisher there as well, which you can choose to keep if you so want to. Moving then down the driver's side of the vehicle, and this is where we can have a look. It's a fantastic light to do this. It's sort of coming up to dusk now, and perfect light to do this. Just looking for any reflections, any dings or dents. I can see there's a tiny little ding just here, but otherwise looking really clean and tidy, and another tiny little ding just there as well, but looking very, very nice indeed. This vehicle has been right through our workshop before being offered to you for sale here, so it's benefited from a full service and a new MOT as well. You can see here with the lock on there, looks like we've got a couple of new tyres on the vehicle as well. If we open up the driver's door then, we can start to have a look at the condition and spec inside here. Lovely entrance there to the vehicle. As I say, no excessive signs of wear here, and looking at the driver's seat as well, all very much consistent with its age and mileage. You know, slight wear here to the very, very edge, but again, as you would expect for this mileage on the vehicle. We've got electric windows, electric mirrors there, and looking at the driver's door card, again looking in really, really good order. We've got 2 full remote keys with the vehicle. We've got these radio controls here behind the steering wheel. If you look in just there, you can see the mileage, 86,492. If I jump into the vehicle now, we'll actually start it up, and you can just see the dashboard sort of come to life. Turn the steering wheel out of the way. So you can see there that there's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. It's all idling correctly, not much fuel in it at the moment. We will be putting some in before it goes out. But as I say, nice to see there, it's all idling correctly as it should be. And you can see the mileage there displayed at the top. Looking on the left hand side then, we've got your cruise control settings here. And as I say, this is to actually turn it off or reset the cruise control on the right hand side. Looking down to the left here, we've got DAB radio. You can also connect your phone to this via Bluetooth or via USB, and you've got an AUX port just here as well. Air conditioning on a Sportive, and we've got a nice little cup holder just down there as well. These 2 buttons to the side, this is how you can toggle between your cruise control and your speed limiter. You can turn your start stop on or off, and you've got a USB port up on top of there as well. And one of the most impressive things about this vehicle is how it has been maintained. As I say, we've had lots of vehicles from this company in the past, and they always do it right. They always have them done with the main Vauxhall dealer, which is actually on the same road as us. So this van has been sort of very locally owned and serviced. As I say, probably been up and down the motorway lots of times, but as I say, locally owned and serviced to ourselves. So 3 previous Vauxhall services there, 2019, 2020, 2021, and then we have just fully serviced the vehicle now in 2022. So very nice to see that stamped service book in there. In terms of condition then, in the rest of the cab, looking really, really clean and tidy in here. You do have some versatility with these with these passenger seats. You can actually fold this center one down. That gives you another cup holder, a couple of card slots here. This is actually a removable clipboard just here as well, and we'll show you a bit more when we go around to the other side. I'll just put this back up there. If I can do that with one hand, bear with me 1 second. There we go. Quite difficult to do that with one hand, but there we are. Let's jump out now and let's continue to go around the front of the vehicle. Leave the engine running for now so you can see the daytime running lights. Looking here then, I see those daytime running lights, a nice sort of eyebrow, nice bright light up on top of there. Looking at the front end of the vehicle, looking really, really clean and tidy. The bonnet is very much free from any stone chips. There's a few sort of lower down, which I can see just in this sort of area. Again, just very consistent with its age and mileage. Tiny little scuff just low down here underneath this front bumper as well. And just a few, as I say, age-related marks around the very, very bottom here. But a really good-looking van. Windscreen is looking absolutely spot on as well. No chips or cracks or anything there. That's looking absolutely perfect. And then finally then looking down the passenger side of the vehicle here where we started this video, and having a look at the condition. I'm sorry if I mentioned earlier in the video, I can't remember if I mentioned it had colour-coded wing mirrors. Sorry, it does not. It does have colour-coded front bumper, but not wing mirror covers. Looking then, as I say, down the passenger side here. Again, looking very clean and tidy. All in all, very nice. As I say, you're going to get the odd tiny little mark here or there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that I can particularly point out. If I open up the side loading door, then we can have a look at the load space from this angle. Seeing there the factory fitted bulkhead. We've got the hatch down here. There's a little handle on that, give that a pull. It clips into place there via a magnet, and that allows you to load right the way through underneath the passenger seats. Not only that, if we open up the passenger door here and we pull up the passenger seat, if you give this little hatch a pull, you can then load all the way through from the rear of the vehicle right the way into the passenger footwell. On a long wheelbase Vivaro like this, it gives you an incredible load length for things like pipes and things, easily getting your 3 meter lengths of pipe in there if you need to. But I say, lovely condition inside this van as well. So just to summarize, this is actually a one owner from new, owned by a local home blind company from new, full Vauxhall service history. We have fully serviced this vehicle in our workshop as well before offering it to sale, along with a brand new MOT. It's the lovely Sportive specification, of course, including things like your air conditioning, cruise control, DAB radio, Bluetooth phone prep as well. Looks absolutely lovely in the black, I think, as well, and being long wheelbase. 1.6 litre CDTI 125 brake horsepower, so there's plenty of power, very economical as well at the same time. It looks very presentable, as I say. In my eyes, looks to be a sign of possibly a previous repair here, and maybe even here as well, just in this little area just here. Probably just a scratch previously repaired. I'm not sure whether that was actually done in our preparation before it was advertised. But as I say, anything I can see, I will gladly point it out to you. But a really nicely prepared van, ready to go into work straight away with a fresh service and MOT as well, and a fantastic previous ownership. If you'd like to see the full advert of this vehicle, including the photography, the price and the description, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. Make a note of that if you want to. Pause the video if you want to enter that in another tab. There should be a link to it as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, there should be a link to that website in the description box below. We will welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange delivery of all of our vehicles nationwide. We can also take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can arrange finance at very competitive rates as well. Thank you very much for watching.